Put your foot down. Oh. Look well better when I get an OEM one in there. Oh, didn't see it there. It's Thomas Henry, that's me, that is. And today is, maybe we'll call it part 4 of Noel, the cheapest 160, ZR 160 in the country, with MOT, I might add. Now, he's had a full front end rebuild, new wings, he's had, new bumper, new back bumper, he's had lots of interior changes, turning him back to OEM standard of yours truly, TE. And one of the biggest pieces to turning him back OEM is something what sounds like this, what shouldn't sound like this in my head. It's a bit chavvy in my opinion. Let's see if you can hear what it is. Now you might be able to still hear me on the racket. Hopefully you can, it's got some good mics on here, but now it might sound like a normal K series engine, and it does have a stainless steel exhaust, what's a jam speed, what I'll go on to later actually, but it is an OEM fit for this car rather than a chav pipe. Now sounds alright, but if you do this, you can hear like a sucking noise, and that sucking noise is coming from that bad boy there. What's a cone filter? What there's a 50-50 opinion what they do, if they're any good or not, and in my opinion they make more noise than any good, and they just make that sucking noise. Now I'll turn it off and tell you why I think it's the wrong thing to have on Noel. This here is what you know as a cone filter. Everyone makes them, lots of different makes. This has got an R on, like the classic makers, a K&N filter. Now people race these, or people want to just make more noise, put these on. Now in my opinion they don't work unless you tune it right. So if this had a map in this issue here to tell it that this is in its engine, then it would work. But if you bolt one of these onto a stock engine like this, the computer doesn't know it's there, so it's not doing any good. It actually makes it less fast than it should do, really. You know, people put these and go, it's like, oh, it's going to get loads of air and it's going to suck well and it's going to go faster. It doesn't do any of that. Not a bean. All it does is make loads of noise, like I've just proved to you, like that sucking noise. And people like when you put your foot down, sounds like an old rally escort. That's what it sounds like. Now I've proved the facts of this with another ZR that had a cone on when we bought it. It's alright. Put the stock airbox on, was a lot faster. Hell of a lot faster, even with a stock like panel filtering. So this is going to come off and be replaced with an OEM airbox. Now, the OEM airbox, these 160s are rare to get hold of. I've looked high and low for this, from all sorts of scrap yards and dealers and everything. No one had one, and the people who did have one wanted loads of money. Now, luckily, bit of Facebook Marketplace research, I have found one. What is down here? There you go. That will go in there like that. That's a genuine 160 airbox from a nice lad called Ed on Facebook. A whole sum of £28. It's not a bad price, comes with all the knick-knacks with it. Now the bit he didn't have was this bit, but I already have this bit down here, so that's good. So it was the right thing. That's why I don't think people are buying it. But also, I don't think people are buying it because they like sticking these silly things on them. So yeah, that's going to go in there, and it's going to look tickety-boo. And it should go a lot quicker and sound a lot quieter. Because, as I was talking about the exhaust before, the jam speed, what we've put on, it had a chaff pipe on before, what was very, very loud. You see a clip here. And now it's too loud, but it's not loud as it was, and it's OEM. The whole point of buying this car was to take it back to OEM and not look like a boy racer car, not look like a race car, not sound like a boy racer car. It's got to go back to what it came out of the MG dealer back in the day in 2004. So Noel is going back to what he should look like. And the one thing what I wanted to get rid of for ages is this thing. Now, to do this job, it's a case of taking the battery out, because to fit the airbox is two bolts down here, and you can't get them to them unless you take the battery out. So you've got to take the battery out, take this off. Someone's made a bracket underneath here so this can sit on it so it doesn't dangle down. So take that off, bin that, take that off. Anyone want a cone filter, you're welcome to. Drop us an email below, but if not, we'll chuck it in the bin. We even might give it away in a Thomas Edward gift maybe one day when we do some live streams, and we do mystery boxes with TE. So maybe that, but I might chuck it. So I think we'll get on. I'll go and get my snap-on ratchet and my tools and take this off, and then take that bracket off, take this off, and then fit the new airbox and see how much quieter it makes it. Disconnect the battery, negative first, then positive, and then when it goes back on, positive, then negative. You always sort of do it in that order with a battery. Then I've got a clamp down there to take off, pull battery out, and then we can get on with the task in hand. So I've got my tools down here. I've got my new snap-on. It's like a snap-on advert. This is new snap-on quarter drive, shallow sockets, and then inside this cloth here, I've got a quarter drive snap-on ratchet. It's quite good. And I've got a few spanners and a screwdriver to take all this stuff off. So I might actually just use a spanner though for this. And he's one battery out. Now it's one battery out down there. Now this is what it looks like with it out. See, bracket down there, always battery in, negative, positive terminal. And now this is what I had to take it out. This here and that there, two holes. That shouldn't have that on there, that's because of this. They're the two holes that mount the airbox in. Now I'll need to position you somewhere around there really, but it's a bit difficult. We'll work it out, but that's what it looks like without the battery. And that airbox there is going to go in there. Probably didn't see any of that because he just had a bit of a camera droop. So I've just took that off from there, took this plastic clip off here, unloosened them. I didn't need to, I probably just took that off. And now that's that out. I probably need that bit, but I've got a couple of them spare in me package when I got my airbox, so I might be alright. I might just leave that on there. I might keep that. Yeah, it's one airbox, not airbox, one cone off. And he's one bracket out there, that's ready for the airbox. In there, and then that's where it fastened to the throttle body there. Oh, down there, and then it will fasten to this here. No, this wraps around the back of there, so it's clean like that. This is one that I prepared earlier. I think the term should go. Now, I am missing a clip I've got to buy. Yeah, but it's got 3 on, so it should be alright. Whoa. And here I've got some nuts I test fitted early on, so I put them in there so I won't lose them. An air filter. I want to get a K&N panel filter eventually, but the stock one will do for now. Now this is actually, this airbox looks like it's been modified. Oh no, not again. I have to do this handheld for a minute because this thing here doesn't want to work, it keeps drooping. So what I was saying is this airbox here got these nuts what will fit. I haven't got the OEM ones because they're not in there, and the guy sold me the box didn't have any either, so they will fit. And this is the bottom of the box here, just unscrewing that bolt there. But what I was trying to say before my tripod gave up on me is in here, I might be wrong, it might be different on a 160 airbox, but in here normally on like a 1.4 there's a cone what stops all the debris going in the engine. Now I don't know if it's been ripped off this one or our 160 airbox is like that. I have no idea, but a lot of airboxes have a cone in here to stop little bits of debris getting in, and then it just or is it not in there actually, is it in here? Ah, maybe the cone went in there. I can't remember now, I haven't took one of these apart for ages. But there's a cone either in that section or this section what stops debris collecting up and going in your engine. But it's missing on this. Maybe the 160's never had them, but who knows, who can say. Now I'm going to try and position you now in a proper place so you don't droop on that tripod. Dear me. So you can actually watch what I'm doing and learn something and learn with a laugh. That should work. There you go, that is the bottom of the airbox in of this little thing. I put it in and forgot to put that on and I couldn't get that in. So I had to take it out again. So there the nuts, bolts in. Now they've got old rusty washers on. I couldn't find any stainless ones that would fit my, I think they're like an MM6 or an M8 thread. So I might have to come back up at some point, put some stainless ones on like these. But for now that's pretty sturdy. That's on down there. Now we'll put the top bit on with a pipe and that bit and that in, and Bob's your uncle. Now, got this pipe here, this bit goes on top here and feeds into this airbox, so I'm just putting that on now. And it's going to rain, so I'm a bit against time. And the window's down that car without battery on, so I won't be able to shut it. So I've got to get this done. One filtering in there. Now I've got a Jubilee clip here to fix this pipe onto top of the box. So I'll race against time, it's gonna rain. This is the box, all in, fully connected. I'm racing against time because it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. Don't get this battery back on. Right, let's see what it sounds like, shall we? I think you can say that's a success. It sounds a lot more happy and a lot more free-flowing to my mind, that does. Don't you agree? There you go, stock airbox in. And we're on the road to full OEM ZR160 and it's starting to rain, so we've just did that in time. I'll just knock it off and then do the end. So if you enjoyed today's Thomas Edward video, make sure to give us a subscribe and a comment and a like. You know, if you want to see more MG ZR build stuff like this, turning them back to factory standard, not chav standard, full OEM, make sure to stay tuned for next time and remember to click that big bell.